Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra. Before we get into this video, I want to take a couple seconds to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos, who's been subscribing, who's been liking, commenting, all those great things. I really appreciate you guys, and it's just for you guys that I try to be a better content creator. And I think that's why I'm here at 1:30 in the morning trying to make a voiceover for the 90th time, but that's neither here nor there. It's officially the end of my semester, so I can be here up at 1 a.m. Speaking of that, now that the semester's done, I can finally work on all the things that I've been doing just without all the guilt. No, but seriously, this semester's been incredibly crazy. I just went on a tangent. But yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, and let's get into the commentary. So, okay, this build, or at least the idea of this build, is something that I've been sitting on for a long time. It's this witch house that I imagined is old Victorian. It's gorgeous. It has hidden rooms and hallways, which is definitely something you're going to see me do. And that the family that lives here is kind of kooky and dark, or that you have a grandmother who's a necromancer and she's like the matriarch of the family. And I don't know, this has been something that I've really wanted to happen for a long time, but since like the beginning of March, it's been giving me so much headaches. The first build I made wasn't even pretty. I don't know, it wasn't that it was ugly, it was just bleh. It was bleh, and I don't like bleh. I wanted it to be nice. I wanted it to look really nice. I wanted you guys to want to download it from the gallery. I wanted, and not just that, but I wanted to mainly to be proud of it myself, so. And then finally, for some reason, when I did make something that I was semi-proud of, I wasn't proud with the exterior, but I was happy with the interior. And when I tried to render the video in the first program that I had, it wasn't working. Then I was like, okay, I scrapped it. I worked on other ones with another program that I had, which was great. And then that same program that I'm using right now, for some reason, decided to glitch out on me anytime that I imported a JPEG, and I was like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was like trying to find out for like over 2 hours how to fix that issue, which finally I found like some random piece of advice in the comment section of a video, and I was like, thank goodness, let me try it. Well, I wasn't like thank goodness, I was like, let me try it. It worked, thank God. So now here I am finally doing what I've been trying to do all along, and deliver a build that I like. So this build I actually did see online. I took inspiration. No, I took inspiration from this build that I saw on this real estate website, and I didn't copy it entirely because also for some reason I wanted it a lot to be my own build. I didn't want to just be copying builds that I saw online, but I did love the wraparound porch and I love some of the bump outs, and so I did take some inspiration from this build, so I will have that picture up for you guys to see. And it is a very gorgeous home. Like, I mean, all the bump outs that they have, I don't know if they're called turrets. Probably not, but like those sort of cylindrical bump outs, those are so gorgeous. And imagine just having like a little chair there and sitting and being able to read right by the fire. That's exactly what I imagined. But one thing that I decided to make this into a let's build with me instead of a just quick little speed build tutorial of the entire home was that I am waiting for that new patch that's coming out in June that comes with the Eco Living pack. Yeah. That new patch that's coming out for everyone, that even if you don't want to buy that pack, is that you can alt place windows and doors. And you know what they say, you're not bad at building, you just can't alt place windows and doors. I mean, let's be honest, like how many times did you have like this perfect idea of where you wanted to place a window, but you couldn't because it snapped weird? I mean, with this new patch, you're able to alt place windows and doors, and you're also able to put it on half tiles. Like, how amazing would that be? Right now, you don't have to have some weird disproportionate lot or reconfigure your entire build in order for one window. I mean, I don't know. I don't think anyone else does that, like reconfigure their entire build, but I most definitely do. I sit there and I kind of obsess over, like, the proportion of the window with the proportion of the wall. So I am waiting for that, and you will see me go back and try to make, what's it called? fix, I don't know, it's like 1:30 in the morning. I can't speak very well. Yeah, okay, make like I'll fix things. In future videos, you'll see me fix things. And here I am. I definitely did leave out a lot of the roofing because that took me well over an hour to try and figure out. It isn't the most even thing. So basically what I ended up doing, and what I think maybe if you want to replicate or build something like that on your own, is that when you want to make a secret attic, right, that nobody really knows that you have, you kind of just draw the room on the inside, and then you take those roof pieces around the side, excuse me, and then make them symmetrical. That's what I sort of learned to do, and that's why I didn't really show it. But anyway, now this roof on the wraparound porch is not cute either, but that's the best that I can get because this porch wasn't really built to the existing sort of roof pieces that we have, and I had to make do with the best that I had. So you're gonna see like this sort of clipping, and it doesn't look the cutest, but you know what, I figured that most people, if they do download this build, or even if I just play with it on my own, I play with the walls like cut away. And why did I just do that? My voice just broke. I'm sorry. It cracked. So yeah, you're not going to see it anyway. And really, it's just the exterior structure that matters, like it as a whole. But what I wish they would give us back is like flat roof tiles. Yeah, like a flat square roof, because if they just gave us like a flat square roof, we would be fine. I wouldn't have to worry about all that. I don't know. Yikes. Like, just give us what we want. I don't know. I feel like a toddler, like constantly like demanding like a whole laundry list of things I want from The Sims, but clearly they've been sitting on this alt place thing for quite a while, so it means that they can make it. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I do feel that sometimes The Sims knows exactly that they can make certain things, but they won't make it until they have the competition. And I think Paralives, if you've been watching Little Simsy, is giving The Sims a run for their money in terms of being able to resize, make certain things really well. You can have rounded walls, like we still don't have round walls in The Sims, and I think in some ways it's giving The Sims a run for their money, and they're like, oh, let's give our players, or the people who play our game, more creative license with the way that they can build. So I don't know, that's just like my personal opinion. EA is like a really big company, and they don't always have to do things for our particular benefit or enjoyment because they have the big bucks and they know that people will play on their own regardless if they disappoint us or not. They just have that sort of backing. But Paralives is like this tiny little indie company that they kind of have to deliver a super quality game in order for people to feel invested enough to want to purchase and play it. So I don't know, maybe they see them as real competition and they're like, okay, I guess we're just going to have to get with the program and give the Simmers what they've been asking for. And I don't think like it's like a really big thing to ask for, just to have like alt place windows, like, or have certain things. I don't know. I felt like we've been asking for that for a while, and now we finally got it, and we could have gotten that a lot sooner, right? Like, I mean, how many of your builds suffered because you couldn't have that? But I don't know. That's neither here nor there. I'm finally happy we are getting it, so let me not complain too much. So yeah, one thing that I also do wish we had in The Sims, okay, we're back to our regular scheduled complaints, is that we could have roof pieces, and this is just like a very minor thing that if I never got it, I'm okay with, but in Victorian homes, like one thing that you do see a trend of is when you do have those sort of circular cylindrical bump outs, it's not just the top that has a roof, it's also the first floor. So like right in between the two floors, there's an extra roof piece that comes out, and I wish that like you had like a nice way to have roofing on the outside of a build that it doesn't clip on the inside. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, like sometimes like if you want the roofing to kind of protrude out of a building, it has to be on the inside and it clips, and then the way you have to redesign your interior in order to not make it clip is something that I really don't like. And just like how I don't know. I wish that they would fix the glitch with the clipping of the roofing, because that would be so nice to not have to worry about clipping or having to redesign rooms and stuff like that. I don't, yeah. And also I want babies. I want babies. I want interactable babies. I'm sorry. I just decided to like pour it all out and let you guys know what I wanted. But yeah, so here we are. We're getting really close to the end of the build, but there are some things that I do want to comment on. I do get rid of that back roof piece that kind of adjoins the two things, the two cylindrical bump outs. I want to call them turrets, but I really fear that like I would be wrong. So I don't know. I'm just giving you that disclaimer that I might be wrong, and that's not what it is. But yeah, get rid of the two things that adjoin it. And I also was afraid of adding way too many windows, because the problem with adding a lot of windows is then it makes the exterior look super busy. And a busy exterior is not a cute exterior. So I figured that you can just hide whatever mistakes you make with foliage. That's like a really hide your mistakes. Yeah, I love that, being able to hide my mistakes with ivy or foliage or things like that, because then it almost looks purposeful, when in reality you just didn't want to be busy. But yeah, so I did use some of these Seasons windows. Those are really pretty. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason why I got Strangerville was specifically for their build items, not because I like the replay value of that game. Once you kind of figure out how to beat that weird tentacle octopus thing, then like there's no real reason for you to return to Strangerville. But they do have some very lovely build pieces, and I wanted to incorporate that in this build, because they do kind of direct their attention to a more Victorian kind of aesthetic, and I love a Victorian aesthetic. I actually want to build more Victorian kind of homes on this channel for the people who are historically inclined, because I know that that's the direction of my gameplay. It has to be historically inclined. I love a good historical build. So please leave in the comments below what kind of historical build you would love to see built. And I will definitely look up inspiration pictures and then try to come up with that as soon as possible for you guys. But yeah, anyway, we're coming really close to the end. And I just want to say thank you for sticking with me this long. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.